Hello YouTubers, welcome to another SmurDP video, and this one is going to be something epic. On the EMS, I intend to set up a huge set of X-Men figures up into positions on my dining room table. So as I go along, I'll show you little pieces until we get to the final piece. So first up we have what I call the centerpiece. And with this, I wanted Xavier and Scott Summers kind of opposite each other. And then I was looking at Apocalypse and his servants. So you got Sinister, who's pretty much trying to figure out a way to destroy his master. And then you've got the Angel of Death, Archangel. So that's the first part. Next up for this ultimate display is the original X-Men versus Magneto as part of that classic look. I've also started setting up some of the major players. We've got Onslaught there, Cable and Deadpool, and then we've got Sentinel. So coming up next is X-Force, Uncanny, and Wolverine's other X-Force. So I thought it would be good to kind of have these three walk away, because they kind of did or were kind of forced to. And then we had the Uncanny team that came in, so we got these guys, and I thought what better way to have it as the kind of Dark Angel saga. So yeah, that's the next section. So like all setups, I've had a setback, so the whole of X-Force pretty much fell down as I was setting up Onslaught. So I was getting that into place, and I was trying to put 90s X-Men into play with that. I've also started to set up a Dark Phoenix over there. So this is the new X-Force set up, not as I perhaps had it. They're a bit closer together, but that works. So things are starting to take shape. So we're starting to get the middle bits in place. So we've now got Mojo, Longshot, and Spiral in one of their 80s clashes, I think. Not too familiar with that timeline when Longshot was part of the team. I'm pretty sure he killed that Mojo, but I guess another Mojo emerged. I've also now added in this little Logan set. So you've got Weapon X, you've got Sabretooth, which is what Wolverine strives to not be. Then you've got his son Daken, who he perceives as his ultimate failure, mainly because he didn't know. Then you've got what Logan is as an X-Men, and you've got what he could be as Old Man Logan, or Days of Future Past Logan, whatever you want to call him. So that's the next section. Stuff is quite obvious. It's Scott's Revolution. So we've got the whole Avengers versus X-Men, which kind of changed things and sent Scott on into the Phoenix, became the Phoenix, part of the Phoenix 5, and he ended up killing his mentor Xavier. So, you know, he went on a downward spiral after that. So I don't think I'm quite finished with it, but it's a start. And then I started doing this kind of villains piece. I think I kind of want a little section that's just X-Men versus classic villains, etc. So still work in progress. Sorry about the tight squeeze. Not got much room to maneuver. But the next section is based around Cable. So you've got pretty much his creator in a way, other than Scott Summers, Apocalypse. He gave him the techno-organic virus, or was it Sinister? I think it was Sinister, but don't quote me on that. You can come and tell me if I'm wrong, because I do get things wrong. And so I've got his kind of hand on him. Then you've got his surrogate daughter, Hope Summers, and you've got his kind of hand on hers. And then you've got Bishop, who during that Messiah wartime hunted Hope because he believed her to be the cause of this 90-second war, if I remember rightly, that changed everything for mutants. They pretty much came hunted. And then you can't have Cable without his clone Strife. So that's the next section done. Okay, so I finished up the kind of battle scene. So you got a Brawl taking out Sasquatch. I don't think that ever happened in the comics. You got Juggy taking on Colossus. You've got Jubilee being thrown by Omega Red. Shadowcat's trying to, I guess, phase out of the Blob and phase somebody else. Perhaps the Sentinel might be a wise idea. You got Quicksilver running in the background. Perhaps probably to say Scarlet Witch from herself, who's taking on Marvel Girl. Pyro versus Iceman movie reference there. Sorry. couldn't help. Nemesis versus Sunfire, because I'm pretty sure in Age of Apocalypse they pretty much fought somehow. Don't ask me how, because I'd have to go read it. And then we just got some X-Men over there taking on a Sentinel, and that looks pretty cool. And I finished a Revolution with adding Havelock into it. Iron Man just didn't seem to want to stand still. And then I added these behind here because Danger, Namor and Magneto, you know, they became part of it, but they all kind of walked away either during the Revolution or after Revolution. So there we have it, folks. A whole table, and I'll go round it in a sec, but just to give you a kind of overview. I think it looks quite nice. Quite happy with it. And here it is from the other side. See a little bit closer. Start with this side. So you've got Gambit, Beast, Storm, Jean, Bishop taking on Onslaught from the 90s. So I pretty much picked up 90s ones. We've got X-Force, and then the Levers. Then we've got Wolverine's little me, myself and I crowd. Professor Xavier. Then we've got Cable's little section. Then I'm going to bring it around for original X-Men versus Magneto. And in there for long shot versus Mojo with Spiral at stake. As you can see, so as I said at the beginning, Professor Xavier, Archangel around the centerpiece Apocalypse, and it's kind of, you know, father and son dynamic. And then we've got the big battle scene. Evolution, Dark Phoenix versus Gladiator, and you know, I'm quite happy with what I've done here. Let me know what you think. I would love to keep this up, but I'm pretty sure I've got to take it down by the end of the night, otherwise my wife is gonna, you know, perhaps sell me off. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Well, it might be good to show you from this angle as well. Thank you for watching.